What's up, fight fans? Thank you once again for tuning in, much appreciated. Quick video I want to do about Sergey Kovalev, who in a recent interview said he could possibly hang up his gloves. He has talked about an autumn fight. There is rumours that he could be fighting Sullivan Barrera, who I think is a fantastic fighter. And I don't know if it just interests him enough, right? This is the guy that had two huge fights against Andre Ward. The first fight I actually thought he won, and the second fight he got stopped, kind of controversially, but he got stopped, and I think he was being outboxed anyway. He didn't look as good as he did in his first fight, put it that way. It's like Andre Ward realised what he had and was able to kind of adjust quickly and then get the stoppage. And look, personally for me, there's absolutely nothing wrong with losing to the pound for pound number one. But for Kovalev, there probably was a lot wrong with it. And I don't think mentally he can get over it. I just don't think he can. It almost reminds me a bit of when Nassim Hamed got beat by Barrera, and then it didn't look the same after that one fight and then just called it quits. I don't know if Kovalev would do that, but Kovalev clearly is a guy that wants to be in big fights now. And I just don't think a Sullivan Barrera fight puts him in that position. I don't think... it's going to take him 2 or 3 fights to get back to Andre Ward if that is the case. And I think that's the only fight he wants. I personally think he should try, and Kathy Duva, main event, should try the Adonis Stevenson route. It didn't work before. There was issues in terms of getting that fight done. It could work now. Stevenson has openly said he wants to fight the winner of Kovalev Ward. I don't think he's going to get Ward, but he could get Kovalev. And I think Kovalev will put himself in a position to get that fight as a voluntary, because I don't think he's anywhere near the mandatory rankings for the WBC because he hasn't been fighting for them. But what do you make of this rumour about him possibly retiring? Is it just a case of spilt milk? Is he still upset? He seemed still angry at the stoppage after. He called it cheating. Is it a case of he just wants to walk away from boxing? Look, he's relatively young. What is he, 32, I think? So there's still, for me, loads of fights left for him, possibly even at cruiserweight. It's weird because they've been talking about Andre Ward going up to cruiserweight and then possibly heavyweight. I think Kovalev's the naturally bigger guy, obviously, and I think he could go up to cruiserweight and he could be in some fantastic fights. There's some really good cruiserweights there. But the problem with the cruiserweights is that none of them are real big names in terms of draws. And I think that's it for Kovalev. Probably surveys the landscape, so to speak, and probably looks at what can make him money, which is what you want at the tail end of your career. And there's not many fights that make big money, especially in the light heavyweight division. Stevenson probably is one. I don't know if that's a pay-per-view attraction. And then that's it. There's not much out there. Andre Ward is the only fight that makes sense to him, but when you're 2-0 against a guy, you're not going to get a third chance. There's no point. So I can see why he would think about retirement, but personally I think he should just take his time. I think he should take the Sullivan Barrera fight. I think he beats Barrera, take one more, and then possibly get one of the belts if Andre Ward relinquishes it or gets stripped, and then make your way up again. What do you guys think about Kovalev retiring? Should he retire? Is that up for consideration? There is always this talk about when boxers talk about retirement, they're almost out the door. And as a boxer, you can't be like that. You've got to be 110% focused. When you have that one foot out the door, it's dangerous for boxers. You don't look as sharp in sparring. You don't do your road work. You don't take your diet seriously. And 110% Kovalev is a machine, and 90% Kovalev just isn't. Especially when you're talking about fighting the elite light heavyweights, Adonis Stevenson, Beterbiev, Barrera, obviously Andre Ward, possibly again. You need to be really focused. What do you guys think of it? Let me know.